Now there's a lot of development going on in our open hospital information management system, and we have several instances. And when we add an attribute to the to an entity, we need to create the corresponding field in the table. At the moment, we have to create it manually. So we are, if we are not so sure about the fields that we have missed to add, there's a small method temporarily created to find the missing fields. For that, you have to use a base URL and use a faces and then mf.xhtml. mf stands for missing fields. So once you go there, you can click the check missing fields button. Then you will understand. So these are the missing fields. So the entities VMPP. As a developer, you should have an understanding that what is VMPP entity. And if you are not sure, you can go back to the project, and VMPP is a subclass of item entity. So it's the table should be item table, and the missing field number of days to mark as short expiry. So this as a developer, you should know that this is an integer. If you are not sure, you can search with this word in the project and look what it is actually, what's the data type. So I will copy this and add it to the item table like this. So I go to the item table of the relevant database and click add column and give the name of the column and the type. It's integer, and I don't, yeah, I need to index it. So I click index and click OK. Now the field will be added. Then if we run this check missing fields again, you will see it's gone. Now the respiratory rate. So it's a lab visit. Lab visit is a subclass of patient encounter. Then we have to go to the patient encounter table, click and add column, copy paste, and paste the copied one. So its respiratory rate is also integer. But if you're not sure, don't add a wrong type. It can give rise to errors. So make sure you go to the integer, yes, and select the correct type as integer. Then we need to index and click OK. So that field is added. Now again, we can click check missing fields, OPT indexes under user preferences, OTP indexes. So we go to the user preferences and column. So it's also an integer. If you are not sure, what you can do is you can always search in the project, Control Shift F, put it and select Java and do not match the case. So it's private string OPT indexer. So it should be a varchar. I will copy this and go to user preferences, add column, type it and select the varchar. I need not to index it. Click OK. Now again run. Partial payment of OPD bills allowed. That's a bit same table. User preference at column bit. No need to index. Yes. Then web user role in the under web user privilege. It's a big integer or long. web user privilege. Web user privilege, at column, big integer, need to index, okay. Then the next one is OTP in the SMS. We'll see what OTP we will control shift F and paste OTP in the SMS. It's a string. So go to SMS and column OTP varchar. We'll put 50. Need to index. Okay. Then session instance ID in the build session. Session instance ID. The build session at column big integer need to index. That's also correct. Event end time. That's in audit event. At column timestamp index. Okay. So no more missing fields. Yeah, still UUID. That means if one table has more than one field, sometimes, not sometimes, it's always we have to once completed, once we complete the adding the first one, again we have to check. And column UUID, it's varchar. We'll again check. Okay, now that's all. We have added all the tables. This is how we add, find and add tables. Thank you.